So that's what I want to talk about now. You guys actually have a show coming out called Man Under Center.
Yeah,
What how do you feel about this quarterback carousel that the Cleveland Browns have? Because you still have Deshaun Watson on the team. You signed Joe Flacco, who was there before. You drafted Dylan Gabriel. You drafted Shadur Sanders, and you signed Tyler Huntley not too long ago. That's what, six quarterbacks on the roster?
yeah.
How are you feeling about this right now? Do you think that there's an actual direction of where you guys are going? Like, how do you, just give me your thoughts on this whole situation?
I feel like quarterback, we have no idea where we going, but I think that that's a good thing because Cleveland has been quarterback searching for so long that I think that they need to just be free and whatever works works. So I don't think they need to force it anymore. I do like Shador, but if I'm being honest, I still think that he's not a sure pick and like stardom. No. I do think week one we're definitely going Joe Flacco. But far as me, I'm still kind of low key on the Deshaun Watson train. And not saying that he's gonna be Texans Deshaun Watson, but I still think that it's a reason why he's still here, lingering in the locker room. I don't know what they see. I don't
Uh,
know.
Money.
I
That's
really don't
exactly
know.
why. Because he costs so much.
Yeah, I mean, they probably just waiting to pay him out, and I don't know what I see. But far as far as what we have now, who's willing to play, I don't believe. I I like Joe Flacco for what he is, but Joe Flacco, I think he's good for like how we had him, a 7 game stretch. Joe Flacco, he was inconsistent last. Who he played with, the Colts last season? It it was inconsistent, and I we had Jameis Winston. I ain't like that too much. But far as quarterback, we really can't get right as of right now. So I think we in a space where we just figuring it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
I
I
really
forgot to mention you got Kenny Pickett too. So you got you got two two of your rival in the AFC North former quarterbacks on your team. You got Kenny Pickett and Tyler Huntley. Like,
yeah. Uh, Tyler Huntley, I feel like I understand that signing because you got Pickett who was hurt, Gabriel who was hurt, Shador even hurt now. So it's like you gotta sign somebody to make sure that you okay. So I understand the collateral in it, but I like Shador. His first preseason game, Shador was everything that I wanted him to be. But at the end of the day, that's not like it's week 7 and Shador is doing that type of stuff. And he been playing since week 2. I don't know what Shador is gonna be. I hope he be good. I wanted to work out for Shador. I would hope that if it could, it work out for Dylan Gabriel. You know what I'm saying? I just want good quarterback play. That's where Cleveland fans is at. We just want good quarterback play. I don't care where it comes from. Joe Flacco, I feel like Joe Flacco only gonna be here for about 3 or 4 weeks before Joe Flacco age really show itself. And it'd be like, listen, y'all, we can't bank on Joe Flacco for real, for real. But we get Juckins back. I already know we gonna sign him. We signed Deshaun Watkins. We signed Kareem Hunt. We signed all Isaiah Bond. We signed all these players with these legal problems. So I'm pretty sure we gonna sign Juckins. So we will have a good running game at the least, I feel like. But I think I think where the basis of our game is going to come from is the defensive side of the board. I think we're going to be defensive ready, but not offensively ready.
Okay. And who do you think will start? Who do you think starts week one?
I think Joe Flacco starts week 1, but
Okay.
I won't be surprised if by week. My theory is that Joe Flacco gets us to about maybe 3-2, 4-2 before we decide to start somebody else.
Mhm.
And I don't think Joe Flacco necessarily has to lose games for us to start somebody else. I just think it has to be in a position where he's winning and we just throw somebody else in where it's like, let's just see what they can do. Far as you don't necessarily have to lose or win this game, doesn't matter. It's either going to put us 500 or you're going to win this game and it's going to keep us above. So I think maybe by like week 4 or 5. But I do think Joe Flacco is starting. It's a sure shot, but I don't think Joe Flacco finishes the season with us. I do feel in my heart that Shador Sanders will start at some point in the season over Dylan Gabriel because I feel like Dylan Gabriel is necessarily not a starting quarterback, but he could be good enough to be a future backup. Like I think Dylan Gabriel give me like Gardner Minshew vibes.
Mm, okay.
Like he could you could come in and make something happen, but you ain't just gonna make something happen. Just far as who you are.
Okay. So let's say Shador Sanders does start after like week four, week five. What do you think his stats will be for the end of the season?
His stats. If he come in about week 4 or 5, I think Shador probably could end off because Shador is a pocket passer,
Mm-hmm.
and it's weird for a lot of people to see because as a quarterback of his stereotype, he doesn't scramble much. He'll rather stand in the pocket and pass the ball. But I could see Shador getting about 35, 3,600 passing yards, about 25 to 30 TDs, and about he don't if you watch it or he don't really throw picks like that. So I could see about 5 to 8 interceptions.
So with him missing 4 games, you still think he throws for 3,500 yards? So you're basically saying if he played the whole entire season, he could throw for 4,000 yards
He
and
could.
maybe about 35 to 40 touchdowns. That's what you're telling me.
He could. I think it's not the with Shador, what I see is it's not the skill that you're banking on with Shador. It's you gotta pay attention to his IQ of the game. He understands the game of football. And I think that goes a long way. You don't have to be the most athletic. You don't have to be the best. It's almost like it's almost like Kobe Bryant to basketball. And I'm not comparing them to Kobe. But what I'm saying is you ain't gotta be the best person out there on the floor, skill wise.
Mm-hmm.
But IQ wise, he understands the game of football. So I think that would take him a long way.
Okay. Okay. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. So now we gotta talk about your schedule, man.